The contents of this interview, or from Awake and Empowered Expo LLC from Ethan Fox and Flower of Life Center for Human Evolution, is for informational purposes only and does not necessarily reflect the viewpoints held by these organizations or individuals. Always consult with your doctor or health professional before making any changes to your diet, lifestyle, or prescription drug use. Please understand that you assume all responsibility and risk for the use or misuse of this information.
Jeremiah.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Greetings.
Can you tell us a little about who you are exactly? What is your background so we have a point of reference?
Yes, so there are many who would like to place a definition around this man, Jeremiah, and I would say I have walked your planet Earth, yes, in a role of ascension. So there are many stories that would be representational of my life and my experience here, and it was one of suffering, we would say. However, there are many assembled who would like to add to this. So the main point we would like to bring through about this man Jeremiah is that there are many stories that would not be incorrect. However, they would be representative of this man. So in this time, there are many light workers, yes, who are on this planet, who are bringing forth an energy of vibrational shift. That energy does not come without what we would say suffering. That energy does not come without putting forth an energy that is different than what others on your planet are experiencing in this time. So would this be an easy journey for light workers? We would say no. So this man Jeremiah, who has come forward as an ascendant in this time to bring forth a message of great joy for those light workers, is one in parallel to your own. When we say parallel, what you must know is that his walk of life was one of karmic difficulty in order to bring forth a higher vibrational message of love. And this representational idea of Jeremiah is what you should hold on to in regards to my own entity or my own identity in your mind. However, further, what I ask you to understand is that we would not be a singular being by definition in our dimensional realm. So when we speak from a plural standpoint, it is because we are all one, we are all connected in universal love. So where your mind must reference a singular being by the name of Jeremiah, what you must know is there is an assembly of universal knowledge that is being brought forth through this representational being in an aspect of your own self. So if you must know a definition of Jeremiah, look to the stories, yes, and understand that those stories line up with where you're currently standing in your universal plane. It is a time in which others are in need of your message. It is a time in which you are standing in a truth that is not similar to those of others around you. It is a time when your vibration is pulling through your soul to bring those around you to the same level. It is not easy, my friend, and my story and my message was one of disease. It was one of unsettling karmic path. It is not easy, my friends, to be the bringers of light, but what you must know is you are supported in this well. So in answer to your question, this representation of Jeremiah that is coming through today is an assembly of guides, teachers, masters, those who are here to support the ones that are bringing forward this new vibration. And many will see that these stories that have been written in biblical texts or these stories that can be found on many of these beings that you are relating to now are a direct representation of where you currently stand.
Do you have a general message for the group here today?
So in going forward with this theme of who this man Jeremiah is, what we would like you to know is there are many who are standing at the brink of this awakening to their true self and mission in this time. This is a beautiful thing, you see, because as those that are standing on the brink step 1 foot forward into that higher vibration of who they truly are and who they came to be, this is where, my friends, the differential in energies begins to bounce. And you may say, this is sounding very difficult to me, as I am standing in a world where there is so much to be changed. There is so many lower vibrations that are dominating our planet, and we would say we're in agreement with that. However, what you must know is that if you are to look at a measurement of what it will take to change your planet and push it into the right direction vibrationally, it is only a small fraction of you taking that step off that brink or off that edge into your true purpose to shift the others around you in the same direction. So for the benefit of those who are listening to this message, we would like to bring an example to your attention. We know that you are standing in a time in which it is difficult to speak your truth. We know you are standing in a time in which you are awakening to many truths that you have not considered previously. We know that you are standing in a place of vibrational change that you are sensing. So this may feel fearful to you. This may feel as if it is a difficult journey or path to walk. And we would say to eliminate the fear around this, my friends. Because the second you take that first step into opening your mind and heart to a new reality, this is where the others around you are enabled to do the same. So we ask you to look at yourselves as standing in a place of a locked box. And we would equate this to many that are on this planet currently. They are locking themselves into this box. And this box contains all of the societal requirements that have been placed upon you, all of the societal beliefs that have been placed upon you. There is a lock there, my friends. There is a lock because those beliefs, those societal teachings are keeping you from healing the planet. And you may say, this is a tall order, healing the planet. And we will say, no, my friends, because all you must do is unlock that box and take one step out. Because the second, you see, you take that foot and step it outside of that box, you do not even need to consider the rest of your body at this point. We are saying one toe out of that box. In a vibrational sense, is equated to a humongous weight. It is because now you have taken the initiative to change the way you had decided to live. You have stated an intention to go in a direction that is different from the box that the rest of society has placed in. So when you unlock that door and you step that toe out, others that were standing within the boxes around you are now given permission to do the same. Why is that? Because they are standing at the brink too, you see. They are starting to question, but they are not placing any emphasis on what is truth and what is not. They are placing fear into their auric field that creates the box with the lock. And you may say, where is the key? How do I know the combination to unlock this door, to set myself free out of this box? And we say, it is easy, my friends. You must not have a key. You must not have a combination. It is already within your soul. So once you begin to resonate with who you truly are and connect to who you truly are, you eliminate that fear. You step out of that box and others begin to do the same. The initiation of that foot outside of that box is what sends the energetic vibration into motion that raises the vibration of others around you. You see, many in this time know that there is a shift here. Many in this time know that there are higher vibrations coming to your planet to change it. And this is true. And we would say many of us are in support of this. And there is a time in which that differential of energy will change the planet. It is written. It is true. However, this is a two-part process, you see. Those energies that you sense and feel and know are coming to your planet are only one part of the puzzle here. They are what is causing the questioning. Those energies are causing that stirring in your soul to say, perhaps I can think differently here. Perhaps I do not have to stay in this box. But that step out must be initiated by all of the human beings upon your planet. And we would back up here and say, not all, only some, only a majority, because many in this time are not ready to let go of the fears, to let go of what society has placed into this box of understanding for them. And many will not. And that is okay. Because we do not need all of the human beings on the planet to be the courageous ones that step out of this box. We only need a few. And those few are the light workers. Those few are you. So know that you are the Jeremiah. You are that collective group of beings that is bringing light to the planet. You are a part of that. The second you step that toe out of that box, the second you consider in your mind that you do not have to stay in that box, you become a part. You already are a part, you see. Your soul is connected to that energy. You are connected universally. You agreed to come in this time. Many agreed to come in this time in order to initiate that vibrational shift planetarily. And we consider that a group effort. We consider that a collective effort that is allowing your planet to connect energetically and dimensionally in order to evolve the entire universal collective. And that's the goal here, you see. It is not just to heal your planet. It is to heal the entire universe. It is to benefit universal creation. What many human beings do not understand that we would like to bring through now is that you were designed as a creator. Many beings were designed as creators. The problem here on your planet, you see, is that was stripped away from you. That understanding and connection to universal creation was taken from you in a very deliberate way. And it continues to be taken from you in a very deliberate way. But those who come forward out of this box will realize that they are the creator that taps into that universal energy. And once you facilitate that creation, that higher vibration, all of universal energy benefits. That means the human beings on your planet begin to create at a higher level. That means the human beings on your planet tap into all of this universal energy that benefits them, you see. So don't think of this as related only to your planet. Don't think of this as related only to human beings. Because you are connected to all of it, you see. And that is why we are so invested in this change. Because this creation that you were born with, that you were given, had a purpose. This creation was to facilitate all that ever was. It is to enable you to tap into this universal knowledge of all that ever was. And all that ever could be. And we understand in the place that you are sitting, that is a difficult concept to grasp onto. What is this universal creation? It is everything. It is the highest vibration you can achieve. It is pure joy and love. It is healing. So that is the goal here. And you may say, this is a lofty goal. This is a difficult transition. And we would say it is. If you are to remain in that box of fear, it is if you are not to take the first step outside of that box. And others must see that. Others must resonate with you releasing that fear. Others must see that you allow yourself to feel this joy and love. Others must see you vibrating higher. And that is where they are able to begin to be the light worker that you already are. Those that hear this message know that they have already been placed and are standing in this role or this position. And it will continue to evolve for you.
When we pray, is it better to address and speak the word or say the word God or source or the name of an awakened human being?
Well, many, first we would say, have a definition of prayer as a request. They have a definition of prayer as a need or something that they must fulfill for another in order to save their soul. Or often we would say what we are finding human beings to place emphasis on prayer is in the physical realm. So if you are praying for somebody's health, or if you are praying for something to come to you that is within your physical plane, we would say that is the wrong direction you are heading with this prayer. So our first point to you that human beings have forgotten, that once they begin to connect with their soul, they will remember, is that you were born or you were created with God-like power within you. You are the likeness of that. And until human beings begin to remember this incredible message, they will not serve themselves or the planet or the evolution of universal love. So, when you are stating a prayer, it is of less importance that you must address a God or a being or someone outside of yourself. You must only connect to your own power of good. So in your mind, this prayer is already done. You are already stating gratitude for the fact that this is something you know is happening within your world, within your energetic shift. And this is all this is. So we ask human beings to look at prayer as less of a verbal request and more of an energetic shift. So if you are to pray and say, I do not have money, and I pray to a God outside of me to help me bring this money to my door, we would say that is the wrong direction to go with this prayer. But if you are to say, I am of God-like power, and I am shifting my vibrational energy towards financial abundance. And I am grateful that I am always receiving what I am needing in the moment. And I know that there is a plan for me that I am now in line with. And so it is, and I am grateful. That is a better direction to go with that prayer than to request for something outside of yourself, you see. So we would direct human beings to prayer internally in the mighty word of I am, or phrase of I am, or belief in I am. That was placed within your DNA structure. That was placed within your genetic makeup to access. So if you are to initiate a prayer, always remember first that I am looking within for what I need without.
It is known that electromagnetic fields affect vibration of the soul and causes harm to the human body. Lately, there are many cell tower antennas built around populated areas in the metropolitan area. Is it possible to stop this from spreading further? What should we do, and how can we protect our vibration from electromagnetic influences?
Yeah, so first we would like to define this electromagnetic field that you are concerned about. And yes, we would say this is a problem upon your planet. But Many would think that we must look to individuals, we must look to companies, and yes, that is true. And what can we do? Would we say we should shut down these companies? Should we petition in the streets? And we would like you to remember vibration here, first and foremost. So these electromagnetic fields are purposely placed upon your planet to lower your vibrational stance. Now, this is not the only lower vibrational energy you should be concerned about. But what I would direct your attention to is this. There are lower vibrational beings who are privy to the understanding that if your vibration is scrambled, if your vibration is lowered, if you're blocked from your energetic field of spiritual connection, that you will not remember who you are from a standpoint of creation. So, you must equate these lower vibrations to blocking your ability to create. And these lower vibrational beings, why would they want to block your ability to create? Because, my friends, they are creating through you when your vibration is skewed to this lower vibrational standpoint. So this is a larger issue than just taking on these corporations or these companies that are placing these signals into your world, you see. So what must you do? Well, my friend, you may say, I must stand on a soapbox and preach about this. I must teach about this. And that is a part, yes. And there are many who have come into this planetary space on this time to assist in awakening through words, through vibration. And that is happening already. The best thing, my friend, that you can do is protect yourself from these vibrations. And you may say, this is a tall order and I am not sure how to do this. Well, we would take your consciousness level into consideration. And many in this room, we would say, are a higher consciousness. So when you are awakened in terms of a being of light, and you have stepped out of that box and you are connected to your soul, you are protected. Your vibration stands above anything that a lower vibrational being can place into your world. When you become aware of this and you are awakened to the fact that you have this godlike creation and power within you, you can use it, my friend, through your awareness to self-protect. That is your intention. It is very simple. You resonate at a vibrational frequency when you are connected to your own truth in such a way that there is not a lower vibration on this planet that can affect you unless you are to allow it. So stand within your own truth is our best advice to you. However, there are some that are of lower consciousness, or we would say who have not taken that step by one toe even out of that box, and that is all that is needed. Those must protect in a physical sense. So we look at protection in two ways, my friend. We look at protection on your physical realm and your physical earthly plane. And yes, these are man-made in a certain aspect vibrations, and there are man-made blockages of these vibrations that many could take advantage of. However, wouldn't it be easier, my friend, to be on the other side of this coin, where vibrationally you are standing in such a place of high intent and connection to your own light and power that you are in a knowing that these vibrations do not affect you? And you may say, is it that easy? And we would say yes, because you already have within you that God power, that light. It only needs to be brought forth. Further, we would say, and we have brought this point forward previously, what you must know is you are a magnet to your own vibration. So if you are insisting on standing in this box and you keep that lock on that door, you are standing in a place where you are in fear. You are in anger at these individuals that are placing these vibrations upon your planet. that place of lower vibrational fear and anger is not a place of protection. As a matter of fact, we would say it is a magnet to those lower vibrations. So all you must do is ascend past that point of lower vibration. Ascend past that point of fear. Be intentional in your protection. Say a prayer of gratitude for that protection. Sit in intentional connection to your soul each day until you are on an automatic road with this. Sit in a place of intention each day and say, I connect to my soul. I place an intentional higher vibrational light around me. These lower vibrations are not affecting me now. And so it is.
Is there something you can tell a person who is close to passing away, who thinks their life has been very unfair and fruitless?
Well, so my friends, first and foremost, we are evolved beings that are transitional in nature. However, we are evolutional beings that are indefinite in nature. So many would stand at a place where they're looking at this physical lifetime as the end all be all of this travel. And we would say that is such a problem with your human race, because what you must know is this lifetime that your soul stands within is only a small fraction of what your soul has come here to do, of what your soul has come here to experience. And many would say they have lived a rough life and they have walked a tough road, and we acknowledge that. And what you must know is every soul comes into this lifetime with a path to walk for great reason. Many must evolve through difficult karmic times in order to bring their soul to a higher place of light. But know that if you are experiencing a human being who is looking at this physical lifetime as a source of something that does not bring them joy, as a source of suffering, as the end all be all and I am done, that they are truly wrong. So what I would say to that individual, or what we would say to that individual, is, my friend, the best is yet to come. So even though this physical lifetime you're standing within is only a fraction of this journey, wouldn't you want to experience joy in that moment? Because when all those fractions of journey come together, that is what makes up your soul, you see. That is who you truly are. And it is all here for your own purpose and benefit. We would also direct them to their own intentional state of transition. And many would not realize this. So when your soul is transitioning through its experience of the next incarnation, we would say, that is a vibration in itself that is unlike any other you've experienced on this planet Earth. Wouldn't you want to match that right now? Wouldn't you want to strive for that right now, knowing that you ascend higher every single time? So in simplicity, we would say, grasp onto that joy and not look at this as something that you are here in tragedy to experience. It is free will choice. And there are many who may be standing within physical bodies that do not work, physical bodies that cause them pain, relationships that cause them pain, family situations that cause them harm. But you see, their soul is getting exactly what it needs. It came here with a plan to experience exactly what it needed to experience for great reason. So allow that experience to shift you into the light, you see. Make that free will choice not to suffer through that experience in each moment. And in that, you equate to that time of transition where you vibrate higher than what you ever have vibrated. And we would say, if there's any goal we have for any human being in this time walking this planet, it is to vibrate higher every day than you did the previous. Make that your goal. And some may say, tomorrow may be a bad day. And we would say, we realize that. But if you strive to vibrate higher than you did the day before, even through that troublesome time, imagine the person that your soul came here to be and who it will become next through that experience. So always, my friend, focus on the joy.
How does someone who's tangled in the legal system get to the truth?
Well, my friends, truth is always within. So when you are speaking of a legal system, first we would ask you to understand everything is energy, everything is vibration. But there are many structures or systems or institutions within your world that have taken that vibration and twisted it. Words are a primary focus of this intention. So when you think about a legal process, what you must know is that there are some who know that the vibrational frequency of words grouped together in such a way to harm another is vibrationally skewing your own experience and creation. So knowing this, what we'd ask you to further understand is that truth resonates within your soul. And every human being has come with a barometer. You have come with a barometer that is wired into your genetic makeup and your genetic structure. Now, for many who are not stepping outside of that box and realizing their own potential, they have not come into the understanding of how to use or access that barometer. We would equate this barometer to your energetic field. And many may understand that you have an auric field that goes beyond your physical being, and it encompasses your spiritual realm, your etheric realm, and beyond. Look at that vibrational field as your access to truth. And we would even take this further. So if you are sitting across from another, and perhaps this is a legal situation, what you must know is both of your energy fields are connecting in that communication. They are connecting from your physical proximity, yes, but they are connecting even further from your intentional communication through words. So now, if you were to look at this as a picture, your energy fields are weaving together. Now, imagine this auric field as your tentacles or your sensors into your physical reality. There will be many indicators, my friend, when that auric field is merged with another as to what is truth and what is not. You must only realize and stay true to that barometer because it is always working. It is always turned on. The only reason that human beings are not paying attention to it is because they have been taught otherwise. You have a knowing, my friend, that sits well within your soul. And it emanates out into that energy field. So you are taking in truth and you are taking in distruth. And your energy field knows distinctly the difference. Now, if you are living in a very physically connected world, perhaps you would pay attention to the feeling of your skin during this meeting. Perhaps you would pay attention to a feeling in your stomach, or in your heart, or in your throat during this meeting. There's always something, my friend, and it is unique to your own genetic makeup. But to go further than that, for light workers, we would say your energy field will resonate with that truth or with that untruth in an immediate way, and you will know. Do not second guess that, my friend, because it is right every single time. And the only problem is we are not believing in our true power. We are not believing that we have this ability. We are placing our own ability to access the truth outside of ourselves onto others. Every time we ask another their opinion, every time we look to a book, every time we look to a computer to search, we are placing ourselves in a lower place of pure truth and love. Because when you have relied on something outside of yourself for the truth, now you have lowered your vibration in such a way that you don't believe you can access that on your own. So we only look for human beings to have this intention, to have this belief, to know. And if you must start with the physical, start with the physical. When you're sitting across from that human being and you notice every time you have a pain in your stomach, you have a twitch in your ear, you have a feeling in your throat. Does that feel good to you or does it feel bad? That's the barometer, my friend. Because we have the ability to decipher between what feels good and bad. We have the ability to feel. And that is your answer regarding the truth. And we would say, rely on that in every interaction that you have. And that will benefit you always.
Please clarify the meaning of one's homeland, essentially the original physical country of birth. What role does it play in the development of the human soul? What importance does it have for the soul to live in one's homeland for an entire lifetime? And how does it affect the soul if it has to leave its native land?
Well, it goes beyond this, my friend. So you are a soul, yes, in a physical body, and you have come into this experience wishing or desiring to achieve a very specific path here, a very specific time, a very specific experience. And you are placed exactly where you need to be. Beyond that, we would say, you are placed with exactly the right family members. You are placed with exactly the right children. You are placed with exactly the right neighbors, the right community. And you may say, this homeland doesn't feel as if it's the right place for me. This neighborhood, this family doesn't feel as if it's the right place for me. But we would say, oh no, my friend, you are getting exactly what you need in this experience every single time if you are to look deeper. So know that it's less of an importance that's placed on my connection to the homeland and more of an emphasis that is placed on what is my soul learning from this experience. It's the bigger picture of, am I here to gain knowledge from those around me, or are those around me here to gain knowledge from myself? And we would say it's both. You see, there's an interweaving of energy here. Imagine all the souls that have come forward into this physical reality in this space and time. Are they just you? Is your soul just you? No, my friend. Your soul is expressing itself in multiple dimensions and multiple realities consecutively. And you may find this hard to grasp, and we understand. But your soul, you see, is getting exactly what it needs in this physical lifetime, combined with many others, that is culminating together in a universal experience. It is bigger than just who you are. So if you are to move from this homeland and you are to make a choice, you may say, well, I'm choosing to move away from this homeland, so now does my soul not get this experience? No, my friend. You are making free will choices. You see, those free will choices are connected to your soul. You are guided in the way that you must go. And you may say, well, I chose to move from Utah to Oregon. And we would say, yes, you did. You had a choice and you chose that. And now your soul is getting exactly what it needs here. Your soul is taking in everything it needs to take in here that it didn't get in the place where you currently were or previously were. And we would say that that would be a transition that was needed in the time. Because your soul comes here with a plan. Now, is that plan to say, in 5 years I will learn this, in 10 years I will learn this, in 12 years I will learn this? No. So your free will choice comes in as to how quickly you learn the lessons. Your free will choice comes into how you experience your life here in a sense of time. So you may have been placed here with a long-term lesson, but regardless, you are getting exactly what you need every time you make this transition. So it was time to move, you see. It was time to go towards the energy of shift and change. And again, we would like to reemphasize that everything is energy. So if you are to remember this, you will look at this as less of a homeland and more of an energetic. So you are placed within a certain energetic that is resonating with your soul, that is giving you exactly what you need, that you are magnetically attracted to in this time. When that energetic has come to its peak point, your soul is pulled energetically to the next regional location or the next relationship or the next family or the next experience. So looking at it as a connection to your homeland would be the physical, dimensional aspect of that understanding. But looking at it as more of an energetic collective experience is where we would like human beings to go. That is when you begin to rise above this abstract understanding of free will, which we will touch on because this is important, and we have brought this up several times, this free will choice. And human beings do have free will choice, and they have been brought here onto this planet to experience this physical reality from all of its points of joy. And you are given this free will choice for joy, for love, to raise your vibration to the highest place it could be. But human beings often do not use it in that way. They do not realize that they were given this free will choice for that very reason. However, it assists you in many ways, because your soul knows it needs to go in a specific direction. You are guided that direction. You make a free will choice, you think, to go in that direction, although the energies are pulling you there. And you may get there and you may find, oh, this is not what I thought it would be. This is a very bad experience for me. This is a place I did not want to end up. This is where your free will choice comes in, my friends. This is where you remember, the energy pulled me in this direction for my soul to evolve. The energy pulled me in this direction. How can I access my free will choice in this in order to not suffer and strive for the highest place of joy? This is wonderful. I have been drawn here to learn a lesson. I have been drawn here to evolve my soul. I am not seeing the light in this yet. So, some may say free will choice is easy. I choose between red and blue. I choose between one human being and another to be in a relationship with. I choose between Utah and Oregon to live. No, that is not it, my friends. You choose through your experience to access the light that is you and know that your energetic is rising to a new place and working through that energy in a way that is going to benefit all of the universal collective. Free will choice is what is evolving you higher, harder, and faster than anything else in your physical reality. So if you grasp onto that understanding, you will see that every time you are moving to a new experience, it is only to your highest and greatest benefit.
Is human physical death necessary, and did humans live hundreds of years at one time in the past, as is written in books like the Bible, and will we actually live to hundreds or thousands of years in the future?
So yes, human beings are often focused on time, and this is not an aspect of our dimensional reality, although we understand it is very important here. Although what we would like to caveat this message with is that we would like human beings to place less emphasis on time, because we find that it distracts them from joy, it distracts them from love, it distracts them from this present moment reality that you should find yourselves in. However, we understand that there is an age and there is a range, and many people pay close attention to that regarding their physical health. And what we would like to tell you in this aspect of your understanding is that human beings are an evolving race. And there was a time, yes, in which we would say human beings were far more transitory in their experience here, meaning There was not a degree of range of years that had to be manifested in order for the experience to evolve. So look at it this way, my friends. In biblical times, you may say there were longer lives, and there are years that have gone by where there were shorter ranges of lives. We ask you to look at this in an evolutionary sense. So many would say, well, the health of human beings has been compromised, and we must focus on that. We would say, no, my friends, look at the consciousness here. Look at what needs to be evolved through here. There was a time, yes, when human beings were living longer periods of lives. That was because it was needed in that time. Those human physical beings were having a soul experience that was evolving what was coming next in many dimensional realms of connection universally. And through that time, karma was evolved. Through that time, light was infused to your planet. Through that time, souls transitioned into higher dimensional realms. So it is less about the connection to your physical reality and more about your soul's intention and the universal collective's intention to evolve the planet. So what do we say are moving into a time where human beings will live longer on this planet? We will say this, my friends, that it is coming that human beings will live more indefinitely. And this would not be as a one soul unit in one physical body. It would be a one soul unit expressing itself in multiple realities beyond your physical planet and through multiple dimensions. We understand this is a hard concept to grasp onto. But the aspect of time that you are here in this physical flesh, blood, and bone body is only to have a soul experience. So if that soul experience has seen its light in 10 years, in 12 years, in 50 years, in 200 years, it makes no difference, you see, in the evolution of our universe. It's only that the soul has the experience, you see. That makes the difference.
When you speak through the channel and provide information to the audience, is there a vibrational component to your presence in the room? How are the physical bodies or the souls and consciousness of the people in the room being affected?
Yes, this is very important, you see, for this is a mission of this channel as well as many others. And anything that is spoken is vibration. But furthermore, we have had a consistent message here today that everything is energy, yes? So the energy that is coming through this consciousness is a higher vibrational collective. And that is affecting your consciousness in a way that is benefiting your soul and raising your vibration in a way that is suitable to this light worker status we have talked about earlier. So imagine this. The image we had brought through of sitting together with another human being and your energy fields colliding. Imagine that with a collective of beings that is now present within this room. It is an auric collide unlike no other. It is a beneficial raising of your vibration like no other. So you may ask for a definition in this. Well, what will this do for my soul? And we would say it will do exactly what it is meant to do for your soul. It will open you to new experiences. It is the initiator of you taking more than a footstep out of that door and perhaps placing the entire heel of your foot down, my friend. So yes, everyone is getting exactly what they need in this message, vibrationally and otherwise. It is not just about the words, my friend. The words are energy.
What happens to a person's experience of life or reality after physical death? What is the afterlife like?
Oh, my friends, this is a beautiful story, and there is much to tell here. So know that your soul in this physical reality first. First, this is important. Many who are standing within this physical plane may not be standing in a place of likeness to them, may be standing in a place of pain, and they may say, I want to transition. I want my soul to be done in this physical body so I can experience the beauty here? And we would say, first and foremost, experience the beauty where you are. What you will find when you transition, or what you will come into remembrance of, is that your soul asked for this physical experience. You wished to come here. You wished to have this beautiful experience sensed by every bit of your physical being. You asked to resonate with other human beings in a place of love. So take this ride first, my friends, and know that when you transition, you will remember why you decided to have this journey. And it was of great beauty, and it was of purposeful joy. This transition beyond this planet is one of coming together with a universal love like no other. That universal love can be felt now, my friends, in your physical world. It can, and it will, once this transition has manifested for you. But what you must know is your soul comes into a place of light. This light is representative of the expansion of who you are in a way that is unlike any other. This expansion of who you are has taken all of the physical experiences, all of the non-physical experiences, and brought them into a place of beauty that you cannot imagine from where you are standing currently. From that point on, you remember exactly why you came into this lifetime. You take all of that knowledge and information with you as you transition into the light. And there are many experiences that a soul would have that is transitioning. There are many options here, you see. There are some who choose to go into another dimensional reality to experience what you have experienced here. There are some who decide that they would like to come back for this ride again on this physical plane you call Earth. They see this. What you must know is that when your soul transitions and looks down upon this experience, it sees the beautiful, exhilarating ride that it was. Whereas human beings that are standing here only see the terrible things. They see the bad times. They use their free will choice to pick on those things. So this free will choice becomes extrapolated out upon this transition to looking down and saying, oh my goodness, that was so fun. I want to come back. I want to take that ride again because it was incredible. Remember that well while you are standing in this physical reality and focus on that, my friends. So back to this transition, you may decide, yes, I want to experience another dimensional reality, or yes, I have grown my soul to a place where now I am of light assistance to others, and I choose to ascend higher into a status where I am guiding those upon a lower vibrational plane. Or you may decide that you are now one with all of universal creation and you lend yourself in that way. There are so many options here that your soul can experience. But the most distinct thing we would say that stands out as different is on this planet there is a singularity to you. There is a soul that is captured within one. And many times human beings focus on that, and we understand why you do, because you are having this physical experience. However, we would wish for you to think beyond that. But when your soul transitions, that is completely lost, my friends. And the beauty of that experience is something beyond your conceptual reality in this physical body you stand in. Because that singularity that you feel now is wiped away. And then, my friends, you understand who you truly are. You resonate with the tree, you resonate with the water, you resonate with the earth, you resonate with the sky, you resonate with the stars, you resonate with God, you resonate with all of creation. Every experience that has ever been tapped into becomes your own. And it is a very beautiful thing.
Is there any purpose or benefit to the soul of the person who has passed on to attend their funeral?
Well, my friends, what you must understand is there is a transition time between this earthly plane and the other, in which there is an experience, and there is a reason for this. There is a reflection here. There is a time in which many would enjoy, we would call it a significant transition from one to the other. So you are standing in a place of evaluation. You are standing in a place in which you must have closure. You are standing in a place that allows you to step in and beyond where you were in this physical life. So many would say they are looking down upon experiences in this transitional time, and they would see that someone is sitting within their celebration of life. Does it matter that that person is actually sitting there? We would say no, because in that time of transition, that person may look down and see who is there, but there is no judgment here, you see. It's a time in which that physical body is beginning to access light. They're beginning to let go of the harsh physical constraints of your world. One of those harsh physical constraints is singularity, is judgment upon others, is ego. And so as that soul is letting go of those things, there is no right or wrong here. There is only an experience of vision. There is only a transition of light, body, to the next realm, we would say. So if you are asking, if I do not attend this funeral, am I doing wrong? We would say no, it is all about your intention here. And that soul is capable of looking down upon an earthly experience without ego or without judgment and knowing the intention of others. The problem here, my friends, is there is a lack of resonance of energy in terms of communication. So you may feel as if you are doing wrong, and that energetic soul may sense that feeling and want to tell you, my friend, it is okay. I know you are intentional in my death. I know you are feeling as if you are celebrating my life. It is not necessary to be physical in this, but it is not able to be communicated. That may cause a what we would call a stressful situation around this decision. But all of that is released, you see. Within moments, when that transition takes place, there is a release of that stressful situation. There is a release of that lack of communication. There is a release of that inability to energetically connect with that individual. So, in summary to your answer, it matters not. It is only your intention that matters.
We'd like to speak with a Pleaidian collective consciousness, please.
Greetings.
Greetings. When people see what is called a UFO, are they seeing extraterrestrial spacecraft or our own government's secret projects or something else?
Well, that is a mix of answer, you see, because there are, yes, government projects, we would say, and we would equate this word government to lower vibration, for there are many, unfortunately, we are sorry to say, and we do not wish to wrap fear around this message in any way, shape, or form. Do not gravitate to that energy of fear in this message. However, there are lower vibrational beings that are connected to these government projects you speak of. And we would say, yes, that is a part of what you might be seeing. And there are beings that visit your planet, yes. And this is in multiple ways. One, you see, is there are beings that walk upon your planet currently. This is difficult for you to believe, yes. Some may look as human beings. Some are within the core of your Mother Earth. Some may even be energetic that are not able to be seen by the naked human eye of those that are not awakened in such a way. There are others that we would say would visit your planet in an energetic sense that may appear as a light object, and that can be seen by human beings as well. So, in answer to your question, we would say less of a structure is required here for beings of higher light to access your planet. Human beings, however, might be accessing that energy in such a way that they are relating that to a structure. There is energetic visitation, there is telepathic visitation, and there is those that walk amongst you. It is all energy, but we would say what you must know is the ones that you are seeing often as a structure that look as if there are multiple lights, that look as if there is reflective metal. Those we would say are associated with lower vibrational government involvement and are not coming from a higher place of access to our dimension. Know that Pleaidian realms specifically, especially our collective Pleaidian realm, is an energetic, selective group of beings that is able to access your dimension telepathically, that is able to access your dimension through portals, that is able to access your dimension through your own connection to your energetic field. We work with many others in this way in order to bring higher vibrations to your planet for healing, higher vibrations for access to awakening of soul, higher vibrations of understanding, of protection as well. So one project in particular we would like to share with you in this time is that, and this was brought up earlier, my friends, in the aspect of electromagnetic fields. There are some of lower vibration that are placing a structure upon your planet, and it is manifesting a lower vibration in a telepathic energetic form. This is not good. It is in a direct link of access to solar energy. It is in direct aspect of energy to, there is a link to ancient sites that are set off, or these ancient sites are vibrating at a higher frequency at various solar times. And many lower vibrational beings know how to access this energy in a way that is harmful to you. And so what you must know is our collective race is very concerned about this. Our collective race is working with others to block this energy, at times to raise the energy of your planet in order to shield it from these energies, because this is not good, my friends. This is taking you in a direction that is not one that we would like to see many human beings go to access their own soul and awaken and heal. What you must know is that there are some that would, from our collective, that are a higher vibrational being that would access your earth during these times in what may look like a light object. However, it is not an object of steel, you see. It is an energetic light consciousness that is coming to assist. And oftentimes that can be confused with what might be looked upon as a structure. And this would only be seen by those that have that resonant telepathic energy within them, that is highly developed, that are soul workers, that are capable of accessing that information.
We'd like to speak with Mother Mary, please. Could you tell us what is the most important thing that human beings should focus upon in their day-to-day lives?
Only love, my friends. So know that within your heart, God is present. You are created in that image. You bring forth that light every day to the planet. And you may say this is difficult. And we would say every interaction that you have with another is energetic. So some may say if you are to express kindness in that energetic interaction, you are the healer. And we would say yes. And that is not difficult, my friends. Even once a day. If you are to encounter that man on the street and you are to bring forth that light, God love from your heart in a kind word, a kind expression, or a kind gesture, you have now become the vibrational healer.
Thank you.
Many blessings.